guys, Ralph here. True Power Trumpet Fitness. Bright and early, 11 o'clock. Bright and early, I've been up since 4. So, yeah, I've been up and at 'em. So, yeah, nice day. The sun is coming out. It is going to be in the mid-30s, which is a balmy day for us recently. Anyway, yeah, I did some kettlebells. I ran. I have played just a little bit. I talked to Jerry briefly this morning. I played a little for him. But other than that, I've not warmed up per se. At this point, you've seen so many videos. I did warm up. I didn't warm up. I mean, it really doesn't matter, does it? Anyway, yes, you saw the thumbnail, the 1SS and the 1SB. The difference is very, very subtle. For my way of thinking is potato, potato, and I'll explain in a minute, but they're both extraordinary mouthpieces. Okay? Here we go. Run you through a little multiple tonguing. Just get out of the shower. Anyway, I was working on one of my students that came to the house with some multiple tonguing, so as we did it. Anyway, no marks, right up to double C. So, the 1SS and the 1SB. Now, I've been talking about the 1SS ad nauseum. Okay, the 1SS came first. Now, let's keep in mind, this is approximately 40 years of the result of Jerry's tinkering and research and study and whatnot. I have played, I'm going to say, every single one of the mouthpieces that he's had. I'm going to say there's, over the years, 50 of them, and I've tried them all. Every single one was a little bit better than the other one. The 1SS, don't ask me what the numbers mean. They may mean something to Jerry, may mean something to the manufacturer, I don't know. Okay? I do know that initially when he started with the mouthpieces, he had a 1 and a 2. The 1 was the orchestra one, the 2 was the screamer. Okay? I played them both. I had them both in my case. And since that time, he has not used Bach-type numbers, 7C, 10C, 12C, because he didn't want to be associated with Bach in any way, shape, or form, and I completely agree with him. So the numbers actually don't mean all that much, okay? So don't get hung up on it, is the 1SS super small, or the 1SB a B cup. Actually, it's quite the opposite. So, again, don't even think of that, okay? Now, the 1SS came first, and I said this was about 40 years of tinkering, trial, error, blood, sweat, and tears, and everything on Jerry's part, not mine, to get the ultimate Harry James mouthpiece. Now, I did a thing on Harry James, and I got lambasted for it, that he only used one mouthpiece his entire career. I'm still going to go with that. Jerry goes with that. Jerry knew him quite well. The reason is because Parduba could not duplicate the one that he had. The son bought it from the father, or the father passed away, whatever the case may be. Okay? And somehow the tool that used to do the original Harry did not come with the deal. And he couldn't duplicate it. Okay? Jerry was all set to buy, years ago, buy Parduba itself. Okay? But when he found out they did not have the Harry James mouthpiece there, he backed out of the deal. And that is when he went on a quest of 40 some odd years to duplicate the Harry James mouthpiece. Now, one of his idols, and my idols too, is Horst Fischer. Okay? I've never done a video on him. I will. Okay? He might have the best chops of all time, if that's possible. And we'll get into that another time. But Jerry, when he was over in Germany, actually bought Horst Fischer's mouthpiece. Okay, it wasn't a copy. It was his mouthpiece. A good friend of his, a bit of a collector, had it. An older gentleman was not going to use it. Jerry, okay? And it is the most god-awful, tiny little, it's actually a mouthpiece that used to go into the hunting horns. It was a short little shank. You know, he put tape on it or whatever the case may be. And a tiny, tiny little rim, okay? And I tried playing it, and I suppose if I had a couple hours, I could play it. It did have some good qualities, that mouthpiece. I played it myself. But the 1SS is actually a combination of the Horst Fischer rim and the Harry James cup, which, can you get any better than that? Now, the 1SS originally, he had it made in a B cup, which does not alter the Harry James construction. He made it a B cup because the rim was so small, he didn't think anybody was going to be able to play it. Okay? Now, as you know, if these are our lips, most people that are not playing a Jerry Callet mouthpiece, their lips will collapse into the mouthpiece. Now, if the mouthpiece is too small, they collapse and they completely shut off. That is the huge problem with the Bach mouthpiece. They allow you to collapse to keep on playing. And all the orchestral guys that play the Bach mouthpiece just basically learn how to play collapsed. Okay? Now, in order to circumvent that, he made the cup of the 1SS a little bit deeper that allowed the people that were collapsing a little room to manipulate through it. Okay? Now, in the meantime, he played it, and he didn't like that B cup as much. He could play it. He knew the consistency of it, and then and the qualities of it were just off the charts. He knew he had it. But he put another one, a cup that's just a tiny bit smaller, which was the same type of cup that he was using with his other ones, the shallowness. Okay? And that is the 1SB. And that is a little bit smaller. Okay? I use basically the 1SB. Okay? And the 1SS. I jump around all over the place. I don't even care. If I were to do a full-time orchestral gig, now listen to what I'm saying. If I were to do a full-time orchestral gig, down in the section, had a blend with the guy that was Spread and Tubby, okay? I could probably do it. At this point in my life, I know how to, I've talked about this a lot, I know how to manipulate the compression that I can get a darker tone. Now, I could very easily do it on the 1SB, the smaller mouthpiece, okay? But it would be even easier to do it on the 1SB, the 1SS, okay? The 1SB is the small one, okay? The 1SS is the deeper cup. Now, the 1SS, when I got it, loved it, as you know. I played it for months. And Jerry made me a 1SB for my piccolo, and I fell in love with that, and I took the one. Now, I have both of them here, and I've got both of them here. When people come, I sell them to them, okay? And I don't make any money. But that is the difference. Now, potato. If you are doing a concert band, jazz band, parade type of player, you might want to take the 1SB. You don't need it. If you've got the 1SS, and I've been promoting the 1SS in my book and everything, it's an absolutely glorious mouthpiece. There are double C's in there until the cows come home. It's a Horst Fischer mouthpiece, guys. There are double C's in there. Horst Fischer, Harry James. Forever. But in the middle register, it might be easier to manipulate the timbre into more of a round, dark tone. The 1SB has some sizzle, and if you're more experienced with the True Power embouchure, you can manipulate. There's no question about it. I can play it on an E-flat trumpet, on a C trumpet. It blends with everybody. Maybe next week or something, I will do one and see if you can tell the difference. I bet you can't. I bet you can't. I've done it over the phone, and Jerry can tell the difference. He's got ears like forget about it. Everybody else I played it for cannot tell the difference. So once again, if you can't tell the difference in the tone, why not make the double C that much easier? Or if you're playing an orchestral job, why don't you make the round tone in the middle register that much easier? Whichever you got, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Okay, guys, that's it. Eat your fruits and vegetables. Get your sleep. Get your water. Do your kettlebells. And I will see you, not tomorrow, Sunday. I'll do something on Monday. Okay, guys. Love you all. Have a great day.